Hey everyone, I'm sure many of you baseball fans have heard the news about Vin Scully, who just passed away. I want to give you my thoughts about him, and then we're going to watch this video that I found on Twitter here. So, I started watching baseball in 2013. Really, 2013 was the year I kind of started watching sports, and then, I would watch more and more the following years. But I remember, 2013 until 2016, a lot of times, especially on the weekends when I'm not in school, we would have the Dodgers game on, and he would be announcing, and we like to hear his voice. He has a great voice. Yeah, a lot of times before we go to bed on the weekend, if the Dodgers are playing at home, we would listen to Vin Scully, and 2016 was the year he retired, and it was sad when he had to retire, but you got to think about it. This man did broadcasting for the Dodgers for 67 years. 67 years of announcing on the same team. Holy damn, that's crazy. Seriously, give him a round of applause, man. Like, you don't even have to be a Dodgers fan. You don't. I bet San Francisco Giants fans like listening to this guy, We all love this guy, That's why he's the greatest announcer of all time. Period. There's no one even close. Alright, here we go.
Many years ago, a little red-headed boy was walking home from school, passing a Chinese laundry, and stopped to see the score of a World Series game posted in the window. The Yankees beat the Giants 18-4 on October the 2nd, 1936. Well, the boy's reaction was pity for the Giants, and he became a rabid Giants fan from that day forward, until the joyous moment when he was hired to broadcast Brooklyn Dodger games in 1950. Ironically, October the 2nd, 2016 will mark my final broadcast of a Giants-Dodger game, and it will be exactly 80 years to the day since that little boy fell in love with baseball. God has been very generous to that little boy, allowing him to fulfill a dream of becoming a broadcaster and to live it for 67 years. Since 1958, you and I have really grown up together through the good times and the bad. The transistor radio is what bound us together. By the way, were you at the Coliseum when we sang Happy Birthday to an umpire? Were you among the crowd that groaned at one of my puns? Or did you kindly laugh at one of my little jokes? Did I put you to sleep with the transistor radio tucked under your pillow? You were simply always there for me. I've always felt that I needed you more than you needed me, and that holds true to this very day. I've been privileged to share in your passion and love for this great game. My family means everything to me, and I'll now be able to share life's experiences with them. My wife Sandy, our children Kevin, Todd, Aaron, Kelly, and Catherine, along with our entire family, will join me in sharing God's blessings of that precious gift of time. You folks have truly been the wind beneath my wings. and I thank you from the bottom of my heart for joining me on this incredible journey of 67 years of broadcasting Dodger baseball.
Man, what a great voice.
You know, friends, so many people have wished me congratulations on a 67-year career in baseball, and they've wished me a wonderful retirement with my family. And now, all I can do is tell you what I wish for you. May God give you for every storm a rainbow, for every tear a smile, for every care a promise, and a blessing in each trial. For every problem life seems a faithful friend to share, for every sigh a sweet song, and an answer for each prayer. You and I have been friends for a long time, but I know in my heart that I've always needed you more than you've ever needed me. And I'll miss our time together more than I can say. But you know what? There will be a new day and eventually a new year. And when the upcoming winter gives way to spring, rest assured, once again, it will be time for Dodger baseball. So this is Vin Scully wishing you a very pleasant good afternoon wherever you may be.
Oh, man. So, yeah, there you have it, man. Let's read some tweets from let's read some comments here. I almost forgot. Wow, look at this picture of him. Oh my gosh. Look at this old picture of him. I don't know what year this was. Man. So, you know, he started doing the Dodgers in 1950. 1950. All the way to 2016. 67 years. You know? And he was really young when he first started. He was in his early 20s. And 67 years later, he was in his late 80s. That's crazy. Unbelievable. This is why he's the greatest of all time. No one's even close to this man. There will never be another Vin Scully. So, anyway. Yeah, back then, 1950s, Dodgers were in Brooklyn. Yeah, they were in Brooklyn, the real old days, and then they moved to Los Angeles, which was still a long time ago, and he decided to follow them to Los Angeles, and boom, ever since Dodger Stadium's been around for a long time. So, and they just, see, the last time I was thinking about Scully was when they had the All-Star game at Dodger Stadium. Speaking of that, how come it's been 42 years since Dodger Stadium hosted the All-Star game? That is way too long. They should have had it like 10 years ago at least. 42 years? Last time they hosted it was 1980. That is too long ago. It's usually every 25 years or so, but I don't know why it's been that long. But anyway, They actually had Dodger games at the Memorial Coliseum, the LA Coliseum, home of the 2028 Olympic Games. You know, that stadium's old. But yeah, they had baseball games at the Coliseum. And he was announcing the games there, man. Oh, I remember. I think it was in 2014. The Dodgers were playing the Diamondbacks, Arizona Diamondbacks, in Sydney, Australia. Do y'all remember that? And Vin was there announcing the game. You know. Now he doesn't, his final few years he doesn't travel a lot. He would usually just stay. He would just call the home games, but he went all the way to Australia. And that was the first game. That was back in March 2014. So that was like right before the season started. But those were not preseason games. Those were regular season games, So yeah. And you know what the craziest part is? Another crazy thing. He doesn't even have a partner. Yeah. He doesn't even have a partner. He announces the game by himself. No one else with him. Just him, by himself in the booth, calling the game. So, I'm so surprised that he went on for 67 years. There will never be anyone like him again, It's amazing. I once saw a video where he was announcing a football game with John Madden. Yeah. In the real old days, him and John Madden were together. Ooh. What else? I'm trying to think about everything before I end this. But yeah, he has a great voice, But yeah, I remember watching a lot of Dodgers games before I go to bed, just to hear his voice, I'm sure a lot of you were like that as well. Oh, and when the Dodgers won the World Series in 2020, I saw a video that Vin made, and he was so happy. So I'm glad he was able to see that. Yeah. Seriously, the greatest announcer of all time. It's amazing. I don't even know how many baseball games he's called. From the same team. It's amazing. Whew. I'm sure currently the Dodgers are playing on the road in San Francisco. I'm sure whenever they return back to their home stadium, they're probably going to have a moment with, for honoring Vin Scully's legacy, So, yeah. Oh, and one more thing. I saw a video on Facebook where one of his greatest moments, where he called Kirk Gibson's walk-off home run. I don't know what year that was. I want to say late 80s, early 90s, maybe. I don't know. But it doesn't say what year it's from. But that was him. He was announcing the game. Walk-off home run. Crowd went crazy. It's amazing. So, I think I'm gonna watch more videos on my own about his legacy. I think ESPN or MLB Network are probably gonna make a show about him, like a biography about this man. And whenever that comes out, I will try and watch it. So yeah, if you watch a lot of Dodgers baseball back in the days, let me know what y'all thought about Vin Scully. I liked him. You know, he's great. So 67 years. It's incredible. I don't think anyone else. There will never be another announcer like him to go on that long. You kidding me? And he got the job so young. How old was he? 22? And he was like almost 89 when he hung it up. Yeah. You know, it's all his famous line was it when he says it's time for Dodger baseball. Yeah. We all like hearing that. So, besides Vin Scully, what other baseball announcers do you really like? Let me know. There's a lot of great ones, but no one's even close to Vin Scully. So, he's a legend. So, Vin Scully, thank you. Everything, what you've done. Rest in peace. And that's all I want to say. So, thank you for watching, and that'll be it.